Hello guys, welcome back to our platform guys. I'm so happy. Hey, today I'm so happy guys, and I'm welcome you the new people who've come here cause guys, by this time I'm posting this video, by this time I'm making this video, I'm now at 25k subscribers. So I have to appreciate you. I have to appreciate you because you've made me to go far where I am now. Without appreciating you, it may be not a good behavior. But thank you guys for supporting my channel so far where it has reached now. We are on Louis Farrakhan. Louis Farrakhan has just addressed. There's an address that Louis Farrakhan said to the people, or this is the address given to people from Jamaican, the black people, because you see most of the black people we have been received as not too good people or in the community. You see most of the white people have just downgraded black people, or some of them we've been downgraded the black people. But just check on and we'll proceed with our story about black people being used.
What is black South Africa fighting for? Do you think they just fighting for the right to vote? They want back the value of what's under their foot. The gold, the diamonds, the uranium, the cobalt, the titanium, all that which America needs to be fit in the 21st century is in South Africa. This is why she don't want to give up that plum. This is why she's trying to prop up Botha, but it's too late.
Don't tell nobody you ain't gonna work for white people, and then you're sitting around with no money in your pocket, a bum. In honest days, work killed nobody. I'll pick up garbage if it's gonna feed my wife and my children. Right? I'm not too ashamed to do any kind of honest labor to feed my family. So don't come in here with no chip on your shoulder. I ain't working for no white man. Fine. And let me find you working for yourself. But anybody in here that ain't working is stealing. We want to know if you ain't working where you get your money from. We don't need no more crooks, no more thieves and hustlers and dope sellers and pimps and abusers of people. We had enough of that crap. We don't need that in here.
One of the worst things we have to fight in this process is the arrogance that comes from knowing. I'm going to say that again. One of the things that we have to fight is the arrogance of knowing. Because once you know, and you know that you know, you have to be careful, because there's always more to know. Because what works today, new circumstances may arise as man and woman begin to progress under present day knowledge. So if we think we know and we stay there, we get stuck. So knowledge is an ever evolving process.
The right man is not the man that's cute. The right man is not the man that got money. The right man is the man that got the Spirit of God in him. Listen, without God's Spirit, a man is of no value. But with God's Spirit in a man, he becomes to the woman that which the originator intended him to be. Now, when you sisters fall in love with a man like that, you desire to have a child for that man. You don't want just to be there for him when he comes home, you want to have him again. You want to grow him up from your breast. You want to nurse him at your breast and make him better than the man you fell in love with. So when you have his son or have his daughter, you have the chance to make him over again and advance him into the future better than the man that you fell in love with. And without love, you don't have the desire to make a better human being. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, a nation can rise no higher than its women. Every morning that you wake up and your mother is alive on this earth, call her and tell her, thank you, Mom. Don't judge her. God didn't raise any of you to be the judge of your parents. No matter how weak they may be or how off you may think they are, the Quran says, remember that they cared for you when you were young. You could not care for yourself. God does not like you to raise your voice to your mother, to your father. Black men died at Pearl Harbor. Black men died in Guadalcanal, in the Solomon Islands, in the Philippines, at Iwo Jima. Black men died in North Africa fighting the Germans. Black men died at Anzio Beach, at Palermo, at Naples, to free Rome, to free Paris, to free Europe. Damn it! We died to build America. And America has rebuilt Germany and Japan, and the nigger is still suffering and dying in the streets of America. The suit you wear, the car we drive, the rings, the gold, the bling bling, whatever you got on, what do you need it for? We don't need it, but we use it so that we can walk among our peers and make them look at us and say, wow, look at that. But has that made you a better person? Has that added anything to your knowledge? It just is a covering for a wounded self-concept, and you don't know how to really be great. So you use things and the acquisition of things to give you a sense of greatness. But when you take your Rolex off and put it in the drawer, when the car is parked in the garage, when the suit or the dress is hung up in the closet, when the weave is taken off and pulled, then who are we then? See, if you feel like nothing, when you don't have these things on that sets you apart from others, if you don't feel good without those things, then the heart is missing something. The mind is missing something. And when you dress yourself with a title that makes you feel good about yourself, but if the title is taken, you feel empty, then you were empty from the beginning. The road to self-discovery starts with knowing that you are created in the nature of God, and righteousness is your nature. And if you start back to the road of doing right, then everything else starts materializing. Whatever you want in life that is a righteous desire, you believe and trust in God and then work to bring it about, and it will be so. Whatever mountain is in your life that you think can't be moved, you put your faith in God, and that mountain will be removed. Challenge what you are afraid of until you lose your fear. Push the woman back. That is in Islamic society, that is in Jewish culture, that is in Christian culture. Black men died
in North Africa fighting the Germans. Black men died at Anzio Beach, at Palermo, at Naples, to free Rome, to free Paris, to free Europe. Damn it! We died to build America. And America has rebuilt Germany and Japan, and the nigger is still suffering and dying in the streets of America.
How dare the white man tell us, well, if you don't like it, go back to Africa. Hell, what are you talking about? We know where you came from. We gave you a place. You didn't have one before we gave you one. In fact, you didn't have life before we gave you life.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation, nor from the weakness that will cause us to stumble and fall. When you laugh at somebody else's fall, white or black, rich or poor, your enemy or your friend, you're laughing and opening a way for your own demise when you do that. Because to laugh and not learn, to make mockery and not to understand, is to make the same mistake yourself. Did you hear me? If your education is that valuable, why can't you do something with it? You're just a slave with education. An educated captive. Oh, not me. Not me. Yes, brother, you. If your education had value, come on then, with that education we should free our people. We should act like a free people. But you go right back to the master, begging him for a job. You've never been taught how to make one for yourself. As Malcolm said, you've been had. You've been tricked. You've been bamboozled. You've been hoodwinked. You're a lawful captive in the hands of the terrible and the mighty. My wife to go out to work unless there was some absolute necessity. Now listen to this. My wife had more money sometime than me when we were growing up together. She would always want to buy me things. I refused. From a little boy now, I ain't but 15, 16, 17, I do not allow a woman to take care of me. My mother did that. I didn't marry a mother. You understand? This is my life companion. You're not my mama, so I don't call you, hey mama. I ain't got but one of those. And if you're not my mama, then I don't call, hey pretty mama. See, that's a little boy that's still looking for a mother. He don't really need a wife. He wants a mother to look after him, to take care of him. And this is what most of our marriages end up with, a mama. And that's why we use them nasty language, or that nasty language that we use, because the woman has never been treated as an equal sharer in this partnership. She's been treated like she's our mother that has to help to nurture and develop us. Now, brothers and sisters, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad never liked that. He didn't like that in a man. He never liked no man that couldn't stand up and be a man. See, there really is no excuse, man. In truth, I know it's hard out there. But when you got a wife and you got children, don't talk about it's hard, make a way. Because if you got the will, God will make a way. You will always be able to look after your wife and your children.
Now, there was just something in me not to take nothing from a woman. Not that she can't buy me a gift, but I don't like a man that got money in his pocket and then spend his wife's money.
That's not right, brother. Whatever a woman earns, she really helping you. Because it really is your duty, not hers. That's the fact. I found me a little place, and with my little money, I went and bought some wallpaper. Didn't know what I was doing, but I got up on the ladder. I had more paste on me than on the paper, but I was trying to work it out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
People would come and look at us and say, "This is bad, we was in bad shape." Well, that's all right. Two people can start off in bad shape, but they won't end up that way if they stay together and work as a team. You can do what you will, but you must stay together and fight to overcome the thing that would tear you asunder and destroy something that has the potential for tremendous beauty.
Yes, hope you've gotten the information on how we African were being used. Because you remember during the colonization, most of the African people were taken from different parts of African countries as slaves, taken to countries like America, taken to country like Germany, taken to country like Italy, France, to just be enslaved in those countries. You see, some of the African people were taken to be the military, to be the soldier, to fight for the freedoms of those countries. But whenever you see the way these people are taking us as African, it is not reasoning. It's just it's not the way we expect them to receive us. Whenever you see those black people who are in America, you see the treatment that are being given to them according to the source. You see those treatment are not the deserved freedom, the deserved treatment that they are supposed to get from the white. Because you see, most of the in America, black people, the way he has said, black people are the one who contributed in large number to create America, to construct, to build America. But the way we see African are being received, are being treated in America, it's so pathetic. You see, it's like they ignore, they just think like we African, we don't have what to do, we don't have saying. Whenever they do, things happens, they just say it is them being the owner. Cause whenever you see some of the inventions they are creating out there, you may find African guy inventing something here in Africa. After a while, you will get that guy being taken to those countries like Germany, those countries like America, so that they can rebuild it, so that they can build their name. Right? So we black African, we are being used, and we African, black African, we are supposed to wake up the way Farrakhan is saying about this. So African, we are supposed to wake up and know that we are the owner, we are the people who can create, who can build the nation, like how America is looking now. We are the owner, we are the people who built those countries. Slaves, have you seen the white slaves? All of them were black people, and those black people are the one who are soldier fighting to get freedom in those countries. The black are being taken there to work there and build those countries, but the treatment that African are receiving is worse. So African are supposed to wake up, and black African are supposed to know that without black Africans, America might have not been the way he is now. Germany might have not been the way it is now, cause everything we participated in, it is just them rebranding all the, it's just them putting their name on. But we African, we are the people who participated in building America, building Germany, building Italy, building France. Because you see most of the and guys, thank you for supporting our channel, and let us meet in the next episode.